From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Good morning, I'm Danielle Schenk with your Morning Pulse for Friday, March 8th, 2024. If you're headed to the capital city for Boys State basketball today, you might want to check Nebraska 511 before you hit the road. Conditions across the state are mostly abnormal due to winter weather, and several accidents have occurred as a result. A stretch of I-80 from Sidney to Kearney is deemed impassable, and east of Kearney, some roads are completely covered or partially covered. Meanwhile, driving conditions north and east of Lincoln are mostly normal or wet. 7 former members of the Lincoln Police Department have filed lawsuits against the city since 2021, and another was filed just yesterday by a former officer. Laura Stokey alleges sexual harassment and discrimination, citing a sexual encounter with another officer. In May of 2021, that officer accused Stokey of mishandling a case, resulting in her suspension and firing. Now Stokey is claiming unfair retaliation by the city. The 25-year-old man accused of the double homicide at a northeast Nebraska bowling alley last month appeared before a Knox County judge. Elias Reed is facing 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of using a weapon to commit a felony. He's being held without a bond. His wife, 27-year-old Kaylin Swayze, has a $100,000 bond and was ordered to have no contact with Reed. In York, a North Carolina man is in custody after prosecutors say he attempted to kill 2 people earlier this week. 22-year-old Jonah Jewell faces 2 counts of attempted murder, among other charges. Details are limited as an arrest affidavit in the case has not been filed. And a Lincoln man accused of breaking into a store is now being charged with first-degree sexual assault. 20-year-old Dang Mangelkamp was arrested in February, but his age caught the eye of the victim's family member. They tell police a 15-year-old girl was sexually assaulted by Mangelkamp, but she thought he was 17. After the Grand Island Police Department arrested 4 men for enticement by electronic device using undercover tactics, they're now urging parents to monitor their kids' internet activity.
It's unfortunate that we have to do this, but on the same token, if we're pulling a predator, a sexual predator off the street, a child predator off the street and putting them in jail, and hopefully ultimately getting them some prison time for their actions, how many other victims out there are we potentially save?
Rounding out your headlines is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.